Everybody's screaming!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from parts unknown, weighing in at 305 pounds, Adam AK-47 King!
This man's making his debut tonight. He is also tag team partners with Squall and our new tag team called Villain Men. Time to see what kind of skills he got as he takes on G-Money here tonight.
And his opponent from Marietta, Georgia, weighing in at 260 pounds, G. Mullins.
Everybody knows G-Money is the trash talker of the locker room. He gets himself in trouble more than he can win matches. Let's see how he does against our newcomer here tonight. Alright, the match will start it. And a tie up. AK's going to get G-Money in the corner. He'll come out and tie up again. AK's going to push G-Money back into the corner again. And another tie up. Alright, now we got some action going on. AK drops G-Money down to the mat. G-Money rolls up just to get punched in the face. And AK with a reverse power slam. He just stomps G-Money right in the face, busting his forehead wide open. G-Money answers back with a kick to the forehead. And he's a stomp in the back of his elbow. G-Money with firing a few shots to the chest. Now AK answers back with a quick strike combination. Now high impact snap power slam. AK reverses G-Money's Irish whip. And AK nails him in the gut with a punch. And then a spin out elbow shot to the forehead. But G-Money kicks him in the head off the ground. He picks him up for a power slam. And he stomps him into the face. Elbows AK in the gut. AK dodges the next strike and does an inverted scoop slam, looks like. Now he's going to go for a pin. He gets a 2 count as G-Money grabs the ropes. That move would have been hit somewhere out into the middle of the ring. The match might have been over. AK with a go to sleep. G-Money kicks out at 2. G-Money with a clothesline, taking out AK. And then you kick AK in the back. G-Money misses the drop kick, but nails a clothesline on the outside. Now it looks like G-Money's trying to get fired up. Rapid kick to the chest and the elbow to the face. And AK just slings G-Money down to the concrete floor. Now looks like AK's going to go for a crucifix bomb right onto the concrete floor. It looked like his head might have hit the apron. AK's going to celebrate a little bit while G-Money gets back in the ring. G-Money gets back in the ring, hits 2 strikes. Looks like he's going to go for another pump handle slam. Try to go for another strike combination. AK reverses it with a hip toss. G-Money with an impaler DDT. He's going to try to go for the pin. AK kicks out at 2. Now he's just going to rub AK's face into the mat and give him an elbow drop between the shoulder blades. For some reason, it looks like G-Money he has something to prove here tonight. Like you don't want to lose to the newcomer. Look at a spinning kick off that rebound. Alright, looks like they're going to have slapping contest. G-Money slipped a punch in there. Oh, AK got a punch in there. G-Money answered back with a punch. Now they're just punching the hell out of each other in the face. G-Money with a neck breaker on his knee. AK tried to get up, but G-Money pushed him back down for a pin. And got the 3 count. What an upset. He has upsetted the newcomer here in ACW.
Here is your winner,
But what a phenomenal performance by the newcomer AK. I'm sure AK will want a rematch down the road sometime soon.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Richmond, Virginia, Selena the Spirit Sinister.
Selena Sinister will face Jade next weekend for the Women's Television Championship. But tonight she takes on Caitlyn. She looks to be the one to finally end that dominant reign of Jade's. Who has been holding that title down since October 26th of last year.
And her opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, Caitlyn.
The match started. Selena with a run-up drop kick, knocking Caitlyn against the ropes. And then Selena off the ropes with a springboard cutter. Now we have a lock up here. Selena's going to push Caitlyn against the ropes. The ref's going to break it up. They're going to lock up again once she comes off the ropes. And Selena's going to push her down. Tries to go for a kick, but Caitlyn reverses. And they re-enter the lockup again. Selena's going to force Caitlyn into the corner. Selena with a cheap shot as she comes out. Caitlyn dodges that enziguri though. And now a reverse uppercut to the back of the head, followed by a springboard moonsault to the back. And a spinning right hook to the face, followed by a knee strike to the face. Caitlin's going to go to the top rope. And nails a Hurricane Rana on Selena. Going to go for a pin. Only a 1 count. And Caitlyn with another springboard moonsault. This time on the front. Now she's going to stomp Selena's hand, trying to break her fingers. Now a little Luthes press from Caitlyn. Went for a coffin drop, but Selena moved out of the way. And then Selena missed a springboard moonsault, but got elbow dropped in the back on her way down. Now Caitlyn with the limb stomp. Gonna go for another pin here. This time with a 2 count. Still more work to do. Caitlyn tries to bring Selena to the corner. Caitlyn reverses out of it with some quick elbow shots to the gut. And then throws Caitlyn in the corner and gives her a chop. Selena's going to run to the other corner, run back. Hits her with a splash. Nails her with a enziguri, but Caitlyn stays up. Selena with a quick strike combination and then a Michinoku driver. Now Selena's going to try to pull Caitlyn out to the middle of the ring. Caitlyn reverses from the ground. Then picks her back up. Hits her with a Northern Light suplex. Rolls through. Goes for a suplex, but Selena reverses. And then Caitlyn reverses Selena's reversal. Caitlyn throws Selena against the ropes and then punches her in the gut. And then Caitlyn gets an elbow in the gut. And then Selena with a Michinoku driver of her own. And got a 2 count off of that. Now she's trying to get fired up. And a springboard drop kick from the outside. Caitlyn gets the knees up as she went for the standing shooting star press. A couple of quick reversals back and forth. Caitlyn went to the corner for something, but Selena got out of the ring before Caitlyn can proceed with her move. Caitlyn throws Selena off the ropes. Pop-up knee strike. And followed by a roundhouse kick to the back of the head. Caitlyn's going to stomp Selena's hand again. Selena doesn't need to get hurt or injured in this match right before her title match against Jade. So hopefully this match can end soon. So tie Caitlyn's leg up, kick her right behind the knee. And hit her with a quick strike combination, going to go for another pin. Caitlyn kicks out at 2. Spinning back kick. Looked like it was going to be a sliced bread, but it turned into a rolling cutter. And that got the 3 count. Selena gets the win. Watch your back. Jade attacks Selena from behind. Just trying to destroy her opponent for Independence Day Bash next weekend. Looks like they're going to have a brawl here, but well, I don't know what Jade just tried to do there. All I know is Selena better try to get out of there before she takes too much damage. Well, I guess we're going to cut to commercial break. And we're back for the next match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Bryce the Lost Sinister. From Richmond, Virginia, weighing in at 260 pounds, Dame Wild Thing Sinister.
Up next, we have Damian Sinister being managed by his tag team partner, Bryce Sinister, his brother. He's going to be taking on Kane, accompanied by the Virus, here tonight to see who walks in with the momentum into the tag team title match for next weekend at Independence Day Bash.
And his opponent, accompanied by the Villain, the Virus. From Ghana, weighing in at 311 pounds, one half of the Alliance World Tag Team Champions, Kane!
Oh, Kane is a force here. Last year at Fright Night, he won the first mass melee match for the men, but couldn't capture the ACW title at Final Destination. But that's the past. They took some time off. They came back as a tag team and won the tag team titles at High Voltage. So let's see how Kane does in his first one-on-one match since March. Kane with a knee strike and lifted over power slam. And he just will grab Damien by his hair and club him across the chest. Damien reverses out of that. Looked like a spine buster maybe. Then he missed the rope walk drop kick. Now Kane tried to go for some punches to the face, but Damien quickly got out of there. Damien with a reversal. And now a strike combination. But then he gets pushed off. Tries to give Kane a clothesline, but barely affects Kane. Kane is like eating these clotheslines and pushing them off. Kane nails Damon down with a clothesline. Damon got Kane up for a backbreaker and somehow lifted him off the ground for a power bomb. What strength by Damon Sinister. As Kane felt outplayed, so he tried to rip his arm off, so he won't be able to do no shit like that no more. Couple reversals. Kane reverses. Knows Damon with a clothesline. Tries to get him up. Misses the leg drop to the back of the head. Damon an Irish whip Kane off the rope. But misses the spin kick. Damon got Kane up. Hangs him up on the rope. Nails him with a coffin drop off the second rope. He's gonna pick him up for a back suplex. I don't know where Damon Sinister is getting his strength from, but he's finding it. Kane just drops all his weight across Damon's back and then kicks him across his gut. Misses a drop kick. Damon picks him up. Nails him with a GTS and a quick German suplex. One for a pin. Only a 1 count. It's very impressive where Damon Sinister is getting the strength from to keep picking Kane off his feet. And he's going to do it again with a spinning Michinoku driver. And he got the upset victory over one half of the ACW World Tag Team Champions. The Sinister Bloodline has the momentum going into their tag team title shot at Independence Day Bash.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring at a combined weight of 495 pounds. Black Diamond Cody King and Johnny the Rebel.
And after this match, they are going to go by just the Click after this, after some dispute in the locker room about name infringement. Anyway, tonight the Click is going to be teaming with CJ Blade versus this new alliance of Grape Soda Mo Hero and Kid Psycho, which like to be called the Collection, because they're a collection of different fighting styles and attitudes.
And from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 227 pounds, the Rebel CJ Blade.
Now, CJ Blade has history with both men that he's teaming with tonight, back whenever he was in MMW. Let's see if he can get along with him and try to pick up a win tonight, or will the Collection get the win?
And from Des Moines, Iowa, weighing in at 161 pounds, the living legend, Handsome Guy.
Great Soda hasn't done much here in ACW. He is a former hardcore champion, but that's about it. So maybe him joining up with Mo Hero and Kid Psycho, forming the Collection, might help him get some type of gold in the future. And Mo Hero is also a former hardcore champion.
From New York, weighing in at 163 pounds, May Hero.
And then Kid Psycho, that's also in this match as their partner. He was the longest reigning Gauntlet champion, and he's a former ACW champion, and he's a former ACW World Tag Team champion. So Kid Psycho is actually the most decorated superstar in their collection.
And from Georgia, weighing in at 205 pounds, Kid Psycho!
A lot of people in this match, so I'm going to try to keep up with it as I can. Alright, there's Bell. TJ Blade with a corner cutter out to start it off. Cody King with a springboard moonsault. Grape Soda with the springboard Eye of the Hurricane, and then he gets caught by Cody King with a roll through power bomb, and the referee got knocked out somewhere during this carnage. TJ Blade nails Kid Psycho with a modified back suplex. Johnny Rebel's got Mo Hero up for a stalling suplex. Grape Soda just busted Cody King open with that fist drop. And it nails Cody King with a DDT. Grape Soda just dropped Johnny Rebel, causing him to roll out of the ring. And then Cody King drops Kid Psycho on the turnbuckle. Welcome in, Mo. Mo Hero with some repeated clotheslines. CJ Blade lands Grape Soda across the top rope. Kid Psycho kicks Cody King into the corner, but he comes out. Johnny Rebel with a power slam of some sort, knocking Grape Soda down, and then dropping Mo Hero with a back suplex. CJ Blade with another springboard cutter on Grape Soda. That looks like CJ Blade and Mo Hero are going to fight on the outside. Grape Soda nails the Stun Dog Millionaire on Johnny Rebel in the ring. Kid Psycho brings in a kendo stick and then quickly goes for the pin on Johnny Rebel. Johnny Rebel kicks out at 2. CJ Blade with a clothesline to the back of Kid Psycho's head. And Johnny Rebel's going to go for a quick roll up. Kid Psycho kicks out at 1. CJ Blade with the switchblade on Grape Soda. Mo Hero makes it to break the pin up. Mo Hero drops CJ Blade with the Hero Bomb. But the pin was broken up by Cody King. Grape Soda nailed it and inverted suplex on Johnny Rebel. Now Cody King with a standing knee strike. Grape Soda drops Johnny Rebel with a neck breaker. Cody King gets the pin on Kid Psycho. Grape Soda with a split second too late. The Click and CJ Blade picks up the win.
And the Rebel, CJ J. Blade.
Our next match is Maze versus the Women's World Champion, Crystal Reign.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Wolverhampton, England, the Alliance Women's World Champion, Crystal Reign.
Crystal Reign will be defending her Women's World Championship
From New York,
against Jacqueline Chang at Independence Day Bash. Where for this woman, Maze, she will be one of the 8 women in the Lady Liberty Battle Royal for the Women's United States Championship. So both of them has big matches up at Independence Day Bash. So let's see who goes into their match at the pay-per-view with momentum. Alright, there's the bell. Maze off with a launching elbow straight to Crystal's chest. Crystal Reign with the walking drop kick out of the corner. Maze reverses Crystal's Irish whip. And then Crystal reverses Maze and throws her in the corner and drops her down in the corner. Then Maze quickly reverses. And now the Tornado DDT. Goes for a kick. Misses the first one, nails the second one. And now we got some ground and pound going on. And already busted open the Women's World Champion in this match already. A hammerlock reverse DDT onto the champ. Crystal Reign reverses, goes for a roll up. Maze grabs the ropes for a rope break. Now Maze with a striking combination led by a German suplex. Now she's going to do a running face wash in the corner. Another strike combination for Maze. And then Crystal Reign throws a kick to the gut. And a single knee face buster. Crystal chose the wrong time to try to play to the crowd as she took a punch to the face for trying to embarrass her opponent. Crystal Reign's back in the attack with a scoop slam and then a coffin drop, followed by a double foot stomp to the stomach, but misses the run up into Curie. Then Maze with a kick and a inverted backbreaker. Only a 2 count for Maze. Maze with a swinging neck breaker. and a strike combination followed by another neck breaker. Crystal Rain rolls to the outside of the concrete floor. Mays follows her out and then drops her with a leg drop onto the concrete floor. Mays re-enters the ring, plays to the crowd a little bit, and then launches over the top rope and lands right on Crystal's head. Now he's going to stomp her arm into the concrete floor. Not once, but twice, but this time her hand. Now he's going to stomp on her arm. Now Mays with a Dominator onto the concrete floor. She's really trying to take out the champion here tonight. Crystal recovers with elbow shots and then a drop kick to the stomach. Mays with a dragon screw leg whip. Now Mays is going to go to the top rope and drop the double accidental smash right across the back of Crystal Rain. Now some kicks to the gut and then a forearm to the head. Now Mays just seems to be fired up. Tries to get Crystal back to the ring, but Crystal don't want to go back to the ring, so she reverses. Nails Mays with a enziguri, and then throws Mays across the concrete floor. Crystal is really bleeding all over the place here. The ref counts up to 5, and they're still fighting outside. Now Mays is going to try to choke Crystal, but Crystal is like thunder in the eye, and then hit her with a code breaker. The ref counts up to 7. Well, he's going to try to take her to the steps, but Mays reverses. Mays makes it back in the ring. Oh, Crystal Lake didn't make it. Mays wins the match by countout. She now has a countout victory over the Women's World Champion, heading into her participation in the Lady Liberty Battle Royal for the Women's United States Championship. All right, folks, our next match is Kaladix versus Kanglee Wayne. We haven't seen much of Kaladix this year.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 225 pounds, Callie.
This year he's only competed in the World Cup Gauntlet match. He competed, that was at Maximum Overdrive. He competed in the 6-way match with the Hardcore title at the Purge. But since then, this is the first match he's had since then. He's now back with some new ring gear, so maybe that's why he was gone so long. He had to go wardrobe shopping.
And his opponent from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 225 pounds, Kanglee Wayne.
Kanglee Wayne hasn't really done too much this year either. He's a former 2-time ACW World Champion, but this year he hasn't done very much. He competed in the World Cup Gauntlet match where he was the quickest one eliminated. He managed to finally get another shot at the ACW World title, but lost to Bobby Wayne. And he's been on a win-loss streak. He'll win a couple, lose a couple. So it was really 50-50 in this match because we haven't seen Kaladix in a while. So We don't know if he has anything new in his moveset. So this is basically a battle of may the best man win. There's a bell. Vladex is going to start off with a punch across Hangley's face. And is going to grab him from behind. Hangley reverses and then grabs him from behind. And then Vladex is going to reverse again. Vladex is going to try to do a roll-up now, but not even a 1 count. Hangley reversed into a roll of his own, and then a 1 count off of that one. And then now a tie up in the middle of the ring. Vladex is going to force Kangley into the corner. The referee's going to break it up. Kangley with a cheap shot coming out of the corner. Kick straight to the gut. They're going to tie up again. Kangley with a side headlock. And then he's going to just ring toss him. But Vladex answers with a roll through power bomb. Try to go for an arm wrench move, but Kangley reversed and hit him with a knee to the gut, and then an inverted throwback. And now a kick to the chest. Then a stomp to the gut. Kangley's going to stomp Vladex's foot, and now he's going to go out to the outside and wake him up for a springboard move. Nails the springboard front drop kick. And then a knee straight across the chest. It looks like he's going to go for a Kinshasa. Looks like he's going to try to go for a pin here. Vladex kicks out at 2. Picks himself up in the corner. And then elbows Kangley in the face. Kangley's going to smash it. Smash. Vladex is going to smash Kangley's back into the turnbuckle and then throw him to the ground. And now he looks like he's going to go for some rapid stomps to the chest. And a little celebration after that. Then he gets kicked in the head and then kicked right underneath the chin. Kangley's going for the pin. And Kangley Wang picks up another win.
Here is your winner, Kangley Wang. The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 270 pounds, the Scorpion.
All right, Shaddy opened his mouth in the locker room for this match, stating that he wasn't scared of no fight, that he'd take on all comers. So Squall gladly answered it and said he'll make sure he shuts Shaddy's mouth in this match. So this match came together over Shaddy trying to stand up for himself, but Squall wants to shut his mouth for standing up for himself. So see how this little brawl goes. Squall also said this is like a will be the warm up, his quick warm up for his ACW World Title match next weekend at Independence Day Bash. And it looks like Squall has gotten himself a new entrance right before the pay-per-view. I guess he's trying to play mind tricks with Bobby Wayne and Shaddy here tonight. Looks like he has some new ring gear too. He turned in his traditional long pants for some Buddy Matthews cutoff shorts. Fits him though. Like he's supporting a Karrion Kross Uncle Howdy type gimmick. Really trying to play mind games with his opponents. Alright, this match is getting started. Shaddy right out the gate with a knee strike straight to Squall's face and then going to smash his knee into the mat. Some kicks to the gut and then a forearm to the face. And then a moonsault on a standing Squall in the middle of the ring. A rotating elbow, which Squall reverses, takes and then reverses into a roll-up. A couple back and forth roll-ups between the two. Squall going to lift him up for a butterfly suplex. Shaddy with a quick strike combination followed by a back suplex. Shaddy with some ground and pound. Go follow Squall outside and give him some knees straight to the gut. Then Squall kicks him in the head. And he answers Squall's kick to the head, or the kick to the head of his own. Now it looks like he's going to pick him up for a crucifix bomb. Right onto the concrete floor. Going to go for a pin here. Squall kicks out at 2. Nails Shaddy with a sling blade. And a drop kick to the face. Shaddy with a shuffle side kick. Go in the ring and taunt. Then he tried to go over the top rope on Squall. Squall moved out of the way, and he landed flat on his back on the concrete floor. And then Squall with an inverted slam on Shaddy onto the concrete floor. Only a 2 count. He'll kick Shaddy right in the back, and then played to the crowd a little bit. Went for his signature spear, but Shaddy pushed him out of the way. That Squall's going to sling him down to the concrete floor. Tried to sling him to the steps, but it looks like Shaddy stopped the momentum. I look like Squall's going to go for a crotchplex, which on the game is called the teardrop suplex. He's going to torque Shaddy's knee. Shaddy might not want to get his legs torn up too bad. He's going to be in that hardcore TLC match for the Hardcore Championship next weekend for the Hardcore Championship. Anyway, back to the action. Squall throws Shaddy back down to the concrete floor. Went for a shoulder block off the top rope, but overshot it. Now Shaddy with some stomp Squall's face into the concrete floor repeatedly. Not repeatedly. Squall gonna pick Shaddy up from the ground and then sling him into the concrete floor himself. He'll get in the ring and horn him a little bit. Wait for a suicide dive, and Shaddy dodged, and Squall splatted right onto the concrete floor. Looks like Shaddy's going to go for a ring power bomb. And then he'll follow up with a spinning splash off the top rope to the outside on top of Squall. Shaddy with a gator roll and a falcon arrow. He's going to go for another pin here. Squall kicks out at 2. Shaddy with a striking combination, followed by a Michinoku driver. Looks like he's going to go for another crucifix bomb right onto the concrete floor. Looks like his head hit the other part of the concrete floor. Looks like Shaddy decided to finally get hardcore and get a trash can lid and crack Squall right over the head with that trash can lid. And right when Squall gets up, he hits him with a running knee strike to the side of the face. Throws Squall into the ring. Squall trying to get back to his feet. Shaddy with a kick to the side of the head. Squall reverses out of the corner. Bumps into Shaddy. Goes for a roll-up. Shaddy reverses into another roll-up of his own. And Shaddy with the upset. Shaddy with an upset pin on the number 1 contender for the ACW World Championship. Shaddy's going into that hardcore TLC match for the Hardcore Championship with big momentum. I'm sure Squall will want a rematch in the near future. All right, it's main event times, folks. This is a steel cage match between Simon Prince and Leo Maverick. They was having heated words back in the locker room.
Is a steel cage
which
Making his way to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 228 pounds, Simon Prince.
makes this steel cage match necessary. That way they can't run from each other. Leo said he was going to take his pride in this match since he can't take a title from him because he ain't got one. But there's been an added stipulation to this match. Whoever wins this steel cage match will get a shot at the ACW World title at Heatseeker. But here's the twist. If Squall manages to win the ACW World title from Bobby Wayne at Independence Day Bash, then that main event match at Heatseeker will become a triple threat due to Bobby Wayne having successful title defenses before losing the belt. But that's only if Squall wins. But now if Bobby Wayne retains, then we would see Bobby Wayne versus the winner of this match. So, big implications for this match. Whoever wins gets a title shot at Heatseeker for the ACW World title. No matter the outcome of Independence Day Bash, they will be in that main event match at Heatseeker. Whether it's a three-way
And his opponent from Los Angeles, California,
or it's one-on-one.
weighing in at 245 pounds, the living legend, Leo Maverick.
Leo Maverick, as the same as Simon Prince, they have both argued about neither one of them have gotten their rematch for the ACW World title. Thus, made me pull the trigger on making this a number one contenders steel cage match. So, the winner goes to the main event of Heatseeker at the end of August. The loser waits for another opportunity. So good luck to both men in this match, and may the best man win. And we're off. Leo starts the match off with a quick Hurricanrana and an Enziguri, followed by a shooting star press, but misses the springboard moonsault. And Simon Prince with a little sizzle and steak clothesline. But Leo's going to go for a quick small package to try to get the win, but only gets a 1 count. Simon Prince throws Leo off the ropes. Leo reverses him and nails him with a clothesline. Simon's move got reversed and Leo did a run-up kick. But Simon managed to stay standing. An impressive combination of moves by Simon Prince right there. We haven't seen him do that yet. Leo Maverick with a Northern Lights suplex and a missed springboard move. And now Simon's going to capitalize on that with a roll-up. And he only got a 1 count. Spinning big boot from Simon Prince. And Leo Maverick with a low blow to Simon Prince. But Simon Prince still managed to kick out at 1. And then Leo nails a kick to the back of Simon's head while he's still on the ground. And then he'll kick him right behind the knee. throws Simon. Simon's gonna throw Leo against the ropes. Looks like he went for a super kick, but Leo swooped past him too fast. Simon reverses Leo's roll up into a roll up of his own and only got a 1 count. Leo crawled back on the corner just to get a bicycle big boot into the corner. Simon Prince with a crucifix bomb, going for the pin. And a kick out at 2. Simon Prince is going to try to stretch Leo's arm out. Leo gives Simon a kick to the head, and then a springboard tornado DDT on Simon. Now Leo's going to go for a pin. Simon kicks out at 1. Now Leo's going to try to stretch Simon's other arm out. And then Simon gives him another kick to the head. And then nails him with a jumping code breaker, busting Leo wide open. Now Simon's going to call for his rapid kicks to the chest. A little celebration there. They'll pick him up and nail him with a side throwback snapmare. They'll turn him over and give him a right hook. Now he's going to play to the crowd. Leo gets up on his feet. Leo reverses his Irish whip and nails a Spanish fly. Leo with a kick. Went for a sliced bread, but Simon turned it into a power slam. And Simon Prince gets the 3 count off that reversal. Simon Prince is the #1 contender.
Here is your winner, Simon Prince.
For the ACW World title at Heat Seeker, whether it's a one-on-one match or a triple threat. So you know Simon Prince is going to be having all eyes on that main event at Independence Day Bash. That's the show tonight, folks. Thanks all for tuning in. Catch y'all next week at the pay-per-view.